champions fam? It's Zeke 4 back with a brand new video, and this is a brand new episode of Quality of Life Roster Changers, and it's about one of my favorite techs within the entire game. Ever since his debut, I have been in his corner, and by the grace of God, the good old folks over at Scopely finally answered the call and gave him an incredible, immaculate rework that now everyone in the community can get to experience what I have been enjoying for all this time. And that is none other than the one, the only, formerly known as Walter, the Ring General, but now known as Gunther, Imperium, Modern Era Technician. When this guy initially came out, I was very hyped and excited about this guy because I've been a fan of Walter Gunther ever since I came across him, okay? There were a lot of wrestling videos back in the day from the indies, and I would see this dude chopping the crap out of people. So when he came into NXT, when he came to the main roster, I was happy. However, not that many people were, because although Gunther, formerly known as Walter, is an amazing wrestler, this initial release was a lukewarm one. Either you really liked him or you didn't. There was no in between. So the reason why I liked him is because if you knew how to play with him, if you had the patience during a time of 2-click, one-turn killers, right? If you had the patience and you utilized Gunther, it was going to pay off. A lot of people just didn't want to make him work. But now, thanks to the rework, there's no excuse. He will hit. He will take care of what you need as a quality of life roster changer. He's always had an incredible trainer and coaching ability. The +2 to purple MP for purple moves, and also 40% purple gem damage. So out of the gate, he always had an essential and, quite frankly, you know, very, very important ability that could be utilized in a different plethora of combinations when it comes to your entourage abilities and setups for your superstars. So out of the gate, he already had an amazing link for his trainers. Then, since I mentioned links, of course he has the show link for Raw. When are Raw and SmackDown going to get +4 like NXT? Who knows? But he has the Raw link. He also has an Imperium link, which is 300% color gem damage. And after his rework, this is going to benefit anybody. He also has the lukewarm, mediocre, 5% gem damage modern era link, and he does have a gear that increases all of his multiplied gem strength by 5. What makes Gunther very underrated but very, very important to any account is this. Gunther is a character, yes, S tier rarity. Depending on how you go in this game, free to play or not, you're going to run into Gunther. It's just a question of if you want to use him or not. But I'm going to put it to you like this. When you got a guy whose hype is featured in a free-to-play shop, when you have a guy whose gear is featured in free-to-play gear pools, when you have a guy who has moments and plates that all come to you when you're looking for that one plate that you need, but you end up getting this instead, Gunther is basically a Voltron, Megazord reference, pun intended, character that you're going to be able to get everything you need for him before you get what you want for your other heavy hitters. That's the best way to put it. You're looking for that ministry business plate. Tough. You're going to end up getting the giant killer plate. Okay, that's what's going to happen. You're looking for one of those mini rumble plates. Guess what? You're probably going to pick up an aftershock plate. You know. So this is one of those things where I want people to understand. This is a guy that you're probably going to look at and you're like, well, he isn't Americano. He isn't Julius Credo. All right, he's not. But he's a guy that's going to change your account and hold things down for you until you get that tech that you want. And even then, after you get him, will you really want to use him? Because Gunther answers the call for everything. You can use him in Titan. You can use him in Feuds. You could have used him in Boss Battle if they weren't retiring it. You could use him in Showdowns. You can use him in your everyday tour clearing. He has utility all throughout the game now. Now, there are a couple ways to run him, but I'm going to run the way that I've always ran him, and this was the build that a lot of people liked because when it hit, But because of how wonky it was back in the day, because we didn't have what we have now, the new plates, the new gear, the new moments, the new rework, right? It was a hit and a miss. But I'm going to show you the move set that I love to use that puts everyone in the dirt, and it utilizes this setup right here. I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what this build does, because again, these plates are absolutely free. When you go to do armory loot pulls for titles, when you go to do your solo milestone contest drops, when you come across your weekend prize wall, you can find these plates basically anywhere and everywhere, and they're going to drop before that rainbow snowfall plate. They're going to drop before that Frankie the Parrot plate, okay? So this is what we got. We got the Aftershock. When you break 3 green, you're going to get your red back. And then you have the Giant Killer. When I break 4 green, I'm going to generate red. So it's a real simple, easy, cohesive flow of reload after reload after reload, if you even need it. The move set, we do have moments which are used in different situations. He does have a moment that does pertain to Showdown for tag team, where it does allow the increase of his multiply gem strength by 4. He does have a move that does destroy gems, which allows you to destroy 6 more. So he has all of that. He also has 2 submissions that he could use, beefing up their damage by 250% per turn. So you can throw submission plates onto him if you wanted to go defensive. He has that one. And then we have, of course, the Imperium feud moment, which basically gives buffs to the Brawling Brutes and, of course, Imperium. This one, once again, buff to red gem damage by 100%, let alone multiply gem strength being increased by 4. You throw in that gear, which increases your multiply gem strength by 5. This is not including your trainers and coaches yet. He's going to hit. So I've talked enough. I'm going to show you the moveset that we're going to run, and I'm going to show you the build that I'm going to use. We have the double power bomb. This is the build that works, and Armor King changed the game, because Armor King is +2 to any color MP, and he's +2 to multiply gem strength. So we have the double power bomb. I'm going to deal damage. I'm going to make random gems into multiply gems with the strength of 15. Then it's going to increase my MP. Now, once again, this is a double standard here. Yes, he is someone that can be reversed. He can be countered. There's someone out there that can counter multiply gems, and there's someone that could possibly get you on the move charge. That's a given. So let's just get that out of the way. He then has the Thunderous Chop, which is going to deal damage and increase the strength of your multiply gems by 10. And then finally, we have the German Suplex. You're going to deal damage, and you're going to be allowed to choose gems to make in the green. So this is how this setup works. You're going to put down your multiply gems. You're going to hope and pray there's a spot where you can make a 3 match of your green. Your 3 match of your green is going to load your red up again. Your red's going to allow you to put more gems down on the board. You set up your greens with the extra so you can make a Zawal Cardo. Blow up the board. They're not getting up. That's basically that's literally all you have to do with this. This is, to me, is one of the safest and quite efficient builds that you can use. There are other ways to run him, but this is the build that I stand by, because this was the build that everyone said I can't do, I can't get. It's like, this is the build that makes him God tier. You know what the best reference is for this, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm speaking on it? Lee from Champions Chat always speaks on Powerhouse Kevin Owens, right? Powerhouse Kevin Owens is one of the best in the game, one of the best units in the game. They had to change a game mode because of him. But the thing was, it's the best way to put it was, either Kevin Owens hits, and when he hits, it's phenomenal. But if he misses, he misses. Gunther was basically the tech Kevin Owens. When he hits, it's phenomenal. But if you miss, it's over. They reworked him, so basically it's over. You for your opponent. They fixed him. So you got Roxanne for the red and the green. Then you have the extra MP from Armor King, plus you're getting the multiply gem strength increase. I have Bo Dallas on here. Bo Diddley. If you know your blues, you know Bo Diddley, right? Bo Dallas, okay? Uncle Howdy with the multiply. Now, if you are stressed about this, it's not the end of the world. You can always use one of the zombies for your multiply gem strength for 60%. You don't got to run Howdy, okay? I just like using Howdy because I invested as much as I did in him on Black Friday. I got him for Bray and for my account. I'm going to use him wherever I can. But there are free-to-play routes. You could use the zombies for the 60% buff or the color buff. If you got Bailey, you got it for red. If you got Zombie Chelsea green, you can do your green buff, okay? So you got a coverage there. You could also utilize the Rock, Mem Rock for a +1 multiply gem strength increase. And we have Zombie Ray here for the additional green gems. So there are other characters that can generate gems there for you. If you got Powerhouse Hulk Hogan, he can allow you to generate additional gems of a color, right? So that's what we have here for the build. I'm just going to showcase this to you and show you why I rock with this guy. Again, I get this. He's someone you can hype for free. He's someone that you can get everything for free. So I just want to emphasize this. This is a guy that everyone, more than likely, you're either going to pick him up at low star rarity in a key pool. You might pick him up at a high star rarity in a disposable income pool. He is accessible. He is recruitable. He isn't someone that is behind a paywall now. He is someone that they are putting to the forefront to be like, if you need a good tech to hold down your account, here is Gunther. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you, right? So we're going to get right to it and get right to the business. And now we got to go up against The Undertaker. Gunther, man, I'm telling you, no lie. I think, real talk, I think Gunther would have been a cool candidate to retire The Undertaker. Now, when now looking at everything, the Boneyard match with AJ will forever be a classic. But now looking at it, I think it would have made sense for him to be that option. So this is what you do. Double powerbomb. This is real easy. And this honestly might be one of my shorter ones. I really am going to start working towards making these videos short. But I also want to give these people their flowers too. You know what I mean? I want to give them their due. So next up, there's a couple things we can do. We can go ahead and increase the multiply gem strength. Right? We can beef that up real quick. And then what all you really want right now, this is where placement is everything. I need one green match to get everything fully loaded, right? But then I could also look at my board and build around something. So I got boom, boom, boom. I got that right there. I can put some greens somewhere else that aren't going to match. I can set things up for the next go around, right? Just hope something don't drop. Boom. Now we're loaded up again. So we have that. Now we hit it again. More multiply gems down. They're not going to be at times 25, right? But now this is when the destruction kicks in. Load me up. Boom. Now I got choose 10 again. We got times 15s. We got times 25s. And now all I got to do is just match whatever I want to make something pop off. But think about this and consider this, y'all. That giant killer plate is still in play. So we're going to hit hard with the green, right? But then the red's going to fall. And yes, RNG is RNG, but watch what's about to happen, depending. Load it up again, just in case we needed to. If we wanted another good drop, there could have been a drop where the reds fell into place on things, and boom, it'd been overkill. This is the build that so many people seem to have a gripe about, because it was that build. It's like it's missing something. It was perfect. It was perfect down to the precise detail. If you know the reference of the show, then you a boss. But I'll run it back for you one more time. Now, I will state this too. There are some builds. There is another way you could run Gunther. And now, again, this is me just winging it now, just so I could show you. Because this was the build that I wanted to show you the most. This is the build that I wanted to show you the most. Now, what we could do here also, you could take this out, and we could run this. Because then I can destroy multiply gems, right? I can do something. I can get busy with it. So again, now we got the Half Nelson, and he has a reversal. So if someone tries to put you in a sub, you can get out of it. So there's another thing. He has a reversal. Another thing of a quality life roster changer. Do they have combo moves? Do they have hardcore moves? Do they have reversals and counters to move damage, gem damage increases, MP ups? He has a counter to subs. So outside of zombies, who have a built-in sub counter, he as well has one, and it makes sense. He's the ring general. He uses submissions. So we'll run this real quick. It might not hit as big as the prior moveset that I love to use, but I want to show you he has versatility. He has an answer for anything. He has a reversal if you had to go and pull the trigger for that. So once again, we're fully loaded here. Now the only difference here now is because we don't have that choose move, we can't load it up. So this is the one where it's like, I got one shot, I gotta make it count. So either these multiply gems are going to be strong enough, they land on the colors we need, the buff, and hit hard, or they don't. This is where I could see someone, if you wanted to, I would see no shame in putting a ministry business plate on him, because he makes enough. He makes enough multiply gems where you could use the multiply plates on him. So then we increase the multiply. Now, granted, we got a lot of yellows and purples here, but we do have some reds and green. So we see, and we also have some loot boxes. But now we just hit this and we destroy it. And Taker does have a sub. So if he did decide to sub us out, right, we'd have a counter. And we hit stuff, we load back up, boom, locked and loaded. Now, the plate didn't go off. We didn't spam the green, but did we need to? No, we were fully loaded. So this is another option. Now, there is another build that I did also note and I did see that is also good, but I don't use it. So I'm not going, I'll speak on it to help y'all out, but I'm not going to be the guy that's going to be like, I know full well how to use this build. Now, the build that I'm talking about that I can see people utilizing here, you could use a shotgun drop kick, which would load up your Gojira clutch, which also allows you to make multiply gems left on the board, right? You could use this, and they are multiply gem strength of 20, and you could do that, and you could increase. But then again, like the flow, what's the flow of that? I MP up, I could hit the sub, and then I can hit the half Nelson suplex. So that's what you could do, because it's less multiply gems but bigger damage. I don't like that. Now, you do also have this one. You do have the single leg Boston Crab and the Last Symphony. Now, the cool thing about these two moves that I like the most about this is the simple fact you could put that with the Thunder's Chop, because you could put your sub down, and then you could swap you could put your sub down. The sub's going to turn into silence gems. The silence gems then get swapped into multiply gems, and you increase them. But even then, you would need something to destroy them. So if anything, you probably would need the half Nelson to go with that. That would probably make the most sense on that. Now I'm looking at it. The single leg Boston Crab, the Symphony, submission down first, make the silence gems into multiply gems, and then destroy it. But to me, the safest bet out of all of these, God honest truth, would be this. Now, that silence setup that I was speaking on, that's where that chain of command John Cena plate would come out on. You could use it for Trickster Alexa Bliss with her blue. You could use it for Veteran Salute Cena, and you could use it for Gunther. But I'm just going to run back this one more time, because again, I'm going to stick to what I know. I'm just giving y'all some ideas, because there could be a way that you run Gunther that I don't. So I just want to give y'all insight of, I'm aware, I get what you're putting down. I see what you're kicking. So I'm not mad at you, but I just want to show you one more time. And sad to say, Undertaker's the best one to go for, because he has the highest health pool right now. Until we get some new Hell Mode matches, we're going to have to retire the dead man until we get somewhere else. So one more time, this is the be-all, end-all build for me of how I would use him. Yes, it could be countered with the multiply. Yes, you could be countered with the MP up. There's no debate of that. But that's why they put the R up before you do the fight, so then you know, okay, I don't run that move, or hey, I'll just use someone else. You know, that's all it is. It's an easy fix. You don't got to get into your feelings. So we got a lot to work with right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a green match right there. And then, look, we just got a whole sea of green. So we'll just see what else we can put out here and just build from there. So we got a couple greens. We got one green match. Some of them don't make sense. It's all good, but they're in where they are. You load up again, spam the board with some multiply gems, and then you're going to connect the dots, and it's over. Like, hands down. His hype is free to play accessible. His gear is free to play accessible. His plates that make him good are plates that you probably have 5, 10 of and don't even care to put on anybody. He's not taking away from your essentials. He's literally what I would call a sleeper agent. If you know Winter Soldier references, okay? He's a guy. You know what? I'm gonna use this because I like Pokemon. All right, in the show, right? Ash would always get to these different championship matches before he finally won a championship. But he would always have his main team throughout the series. But he would always have certain Pokemon that he would have on the back line just in case. Like he knew, like, hey, I didn't win the gym with this dude, but he's gonna bring me a championship. So, like, for instance, this is the best one two that I can call out straight up from Pokemon, if you know Pokemon, right? And then I'll be on my way. Whenever Ash got to a championship, he would either always call back and go and get Snorlax, or he would always go back and get Kingler. They weren't on his party like that, but whenever he needed them, they would pull up. And even his Muck showed up and won some bouts for him. Gunther is a Snorlax. Gunther is a Kingler. He is a Muck in WWE Champions. He might not be your El Grande Americano. He may not be your Julius Creeder, but he can take him down. He's that guy. He is what he is. He's not flash in the pan. He's not that guy that's doing the kick flips and tricks. He is here to destroy whatever you need done. If you need something to be taken care of, regardless of if you're resentful about it or not, Gunther's got you. It might not be pretty, but it's going to be a beautiful win. And that's all I want to do with every single one of these characters that I show you in this series. He is a character that you are going to have a better chance of pulling before that S+ tier tech. Okay? You got better this is irony. You have better chances of recruiting Gunther than you have pulling Ilya Dragunov. And if you know that rivalry there, it speaks volumes. But I'm also going to say this. I've beaten Ilya S+ tier technician, Piper Plate and all, with this Gunther. So I want y'all to understand that when Lee emphasizes the S tier, the S+, it's the shard rarity. It's the limitation on how many shards you're going to get of them. An S tier can beat an S+ tier, just like an A tier and even some B tiers can clear out an S+ tier. Gunther, you're going to have more chances and probability of picking up Gunther before you get Ilya, before you get Americano, before you get Mercy the Buzzer. You're going to have a better chance of getting Gunther. They're handing out his hype left and right, 20,000 a pop, 30,000 a pop in the faction store. You're able to get his plates from either weekend solo contest chess, weekend prize walls. After you got everything you need and you got 2,500 medallions left, you can pick up a aftershock plate. It ain't gonna hurt you. You go for your title loots. You're gonna probably pick up a giant killer before you get a rainbow snowfall, a rainbow crossbreak, or X-break plate. You're going to be able to get his gear more than likely before you pick up Hall of Fame Bradshaw's gold gear. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, Showtime. We gonna get there, bruh. Hey, yo. Hey, we gonna get there. We gonna be all right. But in the meantime, everything's copacetic because of the one. Just like, this is actually cool. The wrestler formerly known as Walter, the ring general. For those of you who don't know, the artist formerly known as Prince. So we got Gunther, man, and I just want to showcase this guy. If you are sleeping on him, that is your problem. I have this guy at Hype 4, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets. Everything that I've gotten for this guy has been absolutely free, and that's what I want to make sure you understand. Utility in your roster. This guy, you're going to look at the shards. I have all of his moves maxed out. He's at 6-star gold. I had him at 6-star gold before the rework. So that just shows how much I love Gunther. So I just want you to understand something. There will be more plates that will come. There will be more moments that will come. Okay? There are a lot of opportunities here for you to have a great tech on your account that you can build up and take pride in, have humility and grace, and know that, hey, I got this really good dude on my roster. What's his name? Oh, it's Tech Gunther, man. His hype, I was able to pick it up out of the hype shop for free. His gear, I got lucky. I was looking for Jacob Fatu's bloodline gear. And I got Gunther's gear to boost him by ×5 multiplied gem strength increase. I went ahead and I got a pop on some chests over the weekend. I got one giant killer plate and I got an aftershock. I was able to rally and get some things done. I got an Armor King for MP. I got George the Animal Steel or Butch. So I mean that's the answer too. You might lose to a multiply gem strength off Armor King if you run Butch, Sting, or Steel if you don't have Roxanne. But you're still going to hit pretty hard. Zombie Ray's another character. He's another zombie that's been out for a while now. So you probably got him. He's someone that's an option. And even if you don't have him, there are other characters that can generate more green that help this flow. If you don't have Uncle Howdy, you got your zombies, okay? So Gunther is definitely someone that I really feel, and I strongly suggest if you got him, build him, invest in him. He could be a placeholder. But again, he's a great placeholder. When you got an essential trainer and coaching ability like this, +2 to MP, purple gem damage 40%, you know what I mean? That goes cohesive with a lot of other characters that can do similar things. So you want to think about that. He has a good link, so you can use him for showdown. And then again, his hype plays into the rock, paper, scissors thing. I now tag him, like literally, I have him at type 4, and I have AJ at hype 4 for one specific reason. I can pair them both up with OTC Roman, who's also hype 4, meaning I'm good regardless. I'm good regardless. If I do a mixed match, I'm good. If I do a husbando, I'm good. And Gunther is going to hit. Gunther and Titan, if you do the right layout on the board and do a right hot tag and everything and set it up proper, Gunther with all those multiply gems down on the board, and then you tag in somebody like Haku, or you tag in somebody like the last time is now Cena, and or even Zombie Penta, any of those characters that can blow up a board, he makes the damage guaranteed because he lays down a whole entire field of multiply gems for you to destroy. He's helping you. You got the Raw link, you got the Imperium link, you got his gear. He is literally another character that might cost you to get him, or you're going to end up getting him over time without issue. And when he comes to your roster, he's going to cover you when it comes to links. He's going to cover you when it comes to trainer ability. And again, although they're retiring Titan, no, they're not retiring Titan. They're doing away with boss battle. He's great for Titan. He's amazing in feuds. He's great for showdown. He's great for your daily tour clears. What are we doing? And everything that he gets, literally, what I'm saying is, not to be disrespectful, you could use all the scrap plates and Gunther will not complain. Gunther is literally a dude, like, you put him out in the jungle, butt naked. He gonna come out there with a leopard print and have everybody dancing. That's the way I look at it. And if you know that movie reference, you a real one. So with that being said, y'all, that is this video. Yeah, I lied. I thought it was going to be under 30 minutes. I thought it was going to be less than 30. But you know what? When you give people their flowers and you give people a constant understanding of what you have on your roster, I started this video off emphasizing the importance of them. I'm going to end this video off by stating the importance of this guy. If you need a great tech, he is your answer. He has a great trainer ability. He has great links. He has gear that is free-to-play accessible. He has plates that are free-to-play accessible. His hype is free-to-play accessible. It doesn't get no better than that. All that means is that are you patient or are you not? That's literally what it is. The stuff will come to you over time unless you want to rush it and get something else. But with that being said, though, this is the latest episode of Quality of Life Roster Changers. And I'm glad that I was able to cover this tech because this is a technician that everyone has on their account, more than likely. And He wasn't usable before. He was usable, but he wasn't tolerable. That's the best way to say it. You could use him, but were you feeling happy with the flow of it? Probably not, unless you were a big fan of him like me. And then when he got that rework, it just finally put people on the game of what I have been seeing and what I have been experiencing all this time. And now we get to share that together as a community. And I'm forever grateful to God that I get to showcase these videos. So again, y'all, we did start off, and I like going down the line to make sure so y'all understand, because it helps me, keeps me accountable. Acrobat side, we started off with Jacob Fatu. Striker side, we had Stone Cold Steve Austin. Showboat side, we had Becky Lynch. Trickster side, we got Alexa Bliss. Technician side, we got Gunther. So that means there's a powerhouse looming. And I wonder who it shall be. But with that being said, though, although I'm no longer that one, I am no longer the bad guy, I will say this. Hey, yo. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. Like the video, share the video, hype the video, but most importantly of all, drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button and hit a razor's edge on the bell icon so you can receive all future notifications from yours truly, Zeke 410, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. And always know this. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, what you're going through, or what you're going through, or what you're about to head into. All right? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, in my eyes and from the bottom of my heart, you always and forever will be a champion. So let the good times roll no matter what. Again, it does not matter. To me, it does not matter what you're coming from, what you're going through, or what you're about to go into. You are a champion. You just got to see it the way that I see it. And you just got to know this is your moment and this is your opportunity. Don't waste it. Time is fleeting. Life is precious. Cherish it. Cherish those that you love. Cherish the things that you have. Don't dwell on the things that you don't. Be grateful for the champions that you have. Because like I said with Ash knew the team. He had his team. He had his kayfabe team throughout the entire series that he built bonds with. He always had those characters, those Pokemon that he could go to and he could call upon that got him them badges. But when it came to where the big boys play, he also knew when to go back to the well and to pick up somebody that he might have to dust their shoulder off and give him that encore round of applause. And Gunther, to me, is a guy that's going to give you that encore. He is a maestro of destruction. He can beat you in a plethora of ways, versatile movesets. He beefs up your greatest asset, whether they are a trickster or someone who just needs purple gem damage buffs or purple MP. He's got a great link that could be utilized not just for him, but for others. So I want y'all to understand that. And he's just great utility all the way around. It's just a question of if he's your cup of tea or not. So with that, we want to say thank y'all again for this opportunity in this moment to be a part of your day and a part of your life. And I hope that you got a lot of positive takeaways from it. And if I did miss something, then by all means, drop that in the comments below so that we can all grow together as a community. But until next time, y'all, thank you again for this moment in this time of your day to be a part of it. And until next time, stay tuned.